Welcome back to Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
People often argue over Android versus iPhones, but the real debate should be middle-aged Gen X morning shows versus Hoppe Hour. Guess who wins? We will let you decide. Welcome back to Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Yes, now. What? Now. If I hit this button, boom, the whole program's gonna start.
Okay, well, hit it.
All right.
And now, something completely different.
Smoke medical weed every day.
The following thoughts on Hoppe Hour represent Ryan Hoppe and that's it. Listener discretion is advised.
Live from Tampa Bay, you are tuned in to Hoppe Hour.
He's the voice of a generation that got screwed by the baby boomers. Welcome back to Hoppe Hour.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour starts in 4, 3, 2. Hoppe. This is Hoppe Hour with Hoppe.
Where we at?
Right here.
Always going in, never doubt it. Never worry about the dollar. Need a source or trending topic. We the hottest, search about us. Competition microscopic, never copied. I'm a giant rolling weed up, now we flying. H-O-P-P-E. 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 You already know Hoppe Hour in your system.
Oh, yeah. Hoppe Hour. I am your host, Ryan Hoppe. Now, last week, I was really cranky on a Monday. And the week flies by, and here we are. I'm a little less cranky. Let's pause the music for a second, but I'm still cranky that it's Monday.
Hey, guys.
What's up, G?
Want to go to Chachki's? Get some coffee?
It's a little early.
I gotta get out of here. I think I'm gonna lose it.
Uh-oh. Sounds like somebody's got a case of the Mundus.
Me too.
Sounds like somebody's got a case of the Mundus.
One more time.
Uh-oh. Sounds like somebody's got a case of the Mundus.
One more.
Uh-oh. Sounds like somebody's got a case of the Mundus.
I think it's Sunday Night Football, and the fact that I can't even finish the games anymore. I'm officially old at 31. 2 years ago, 3 years ago, I'd be up till 12 o'clock at night, even watching a post-game show. But now, I fall asleep when the game matters. I don't even know who won last night between the Lions and the Texans. Lions game right here. The Lions won 26-23 over the Houston Texans. And that is your football analysis, brought to you by Ryan Hoppe. I have some other football analysis here. Now, I've had to hold back this opinion in the past. Now, I'm not trying to throw shots, because it is going on 2 years ago, and that would just be petty of me. But I'm a little petty at times, just a tad bit. I said when I worked in sports radio when I worked in sports radio 2 years ago, I said that Todd Bowles should be fired. The Bucs were under 500 with Tom Brady, and I was told, you can't say that. When you work for sports radio that's affiliated with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, you can only be complimentary. Which that attitude is why the Buccaneers are so average. I have never seen a coach laugh and smile when things are going wrong. It's like Todd Bowles is saying to himself, here we go again. The Buccaneers are going to choke.
It's time for Hoppe's Inbox, only on Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Speaking of that, we got some comments here. I made a Fire Todd Bowles post on social media. That's how serious and dedicated and in tune I am to getting Todd Bowles the fuck out of Tampa Bay. Someone said, you should put Fire Todd Bowles and do a parody song to Pitbull's Fireball. I like it. Also, someone says, I agree. I was saying it way back in his first year at head coach because he isn't the answer and never will be for any team at that position. He's got a better chance at obtaining another degree in 20 years ago than becoming a successful head coach. Kind of makes sense of pretty much just get a degree, don't be a coach. Also here, I got another email from my listener in Germany, but I'd rather play his voicemail. He sent me an email and a voicemail.
Ring, 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 ring. Banana.
All I need is a nude picture and then it's the great trifecta.
Ring, ring, ring.
I'm kidding.
Banana phone.
You can always leave me a voicemail.
I've got
856-49-HOPPE. It's 856-494-6773.
To get.
You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio.
Ring, ring, ring.
You can always email me.
Ring. Banana phone.
At Ryan Hoppe Radio at gmail.com.
Ding dong, ding dong,
ding dong dong.
Banana phone.
All right, enough of that. By the way, before I get to this voicemail, I want to tell each and every one of you out there that I am back on TikTok. I had a TikTok with about 5,000 followers and about 100,000 likes. But some of the content that I did with Mike Calta and some of the content I did on Hoppe Hour while it aired on 102.5 The Bone during the Mike Olivero radio show and the Mike Calta show was a little offensive. Especially the other form of Hoppe Hour I did this year when I had two bigoted co-hosts. So here's what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I just deleted my TikTok back in May. Now, maybe I should have just deactivated it because I had 5,000 followers. Right now, I have 10. Not even 70. 70 downloads. I'll get there someday. 70 downloads. If you want to follow me on TikTok, 70 downloads. It's at Ryan Hoppe Radio. 70 downloads. All right, here is a voicemail we got about vasectomy, because if you were listening in Florida and Amendment 4 did not get passed, and you don't want to have a woman, well, first of all, you shouldn't even be finishing during sex, not committing, but completing the process of making a baby. You should be Picassoing it after sex or pulling out completely. You should never, ever trust a girl when she says, oh my God, I'm on the period. Or, oh my God, I'm on the pill. They sometimes lie to get you pregnant. Here's what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. If you don't want the government and you don't want the woman to have the power, get a vasectomy. If you never want kids and the idea of kids just does not seem appealing whatsoever. The idea of getting 2 hours of sleep a night. The amount of sleep I get per night is how much a parent might get in a whole week. Last night, I slept from 11 p.m. to 9:55 a.m. And if I would have had this in the middle of the night, I would have got no sleep. This is the closest I'll get to it. Oh, it sounds delightful. And then you're with your significant other and it smells like poop, which I try to keep that separate from my significant others. But when there's babies there, you gotta clean up the diaper. It's not separate. The sexiness goes away, which is where dry spells come from. And we will get to Jason Kelsey's dry spell in a second. But here is the voicemail I promised I was going to play 3 minutes ago.
Hey, Ryan. This is Dr. Ron calling in from Germany. Been following your show for a while, and this is my first time calling in.
Yeah.
Although I have sent you a couple of emails. Hey, your vasectomy story, I wanted to share mine. I had one done years and years ago, and when I had it, I was in the best shape of my life. I was running marathons, really fit. So I had mine done on a Wednesday morning.
That's saying a lot because Dr. Ron, for his age, he's in his mid-60s, but looks like he's in his 50s. He looks like he works out. So to say that was the best shape of his life, he must have looked real good.
Iced myself that afternoon, and then the next day, I was feeling good. So good, in fact, that I could handle 5K on Friday. I had a good run, felt great afterwards. However, I woke up the next morning on a Saturday with my balls the size of a grapefruit. Took me over a week to recover. So the moral of this story is get plenty of rest after the snip. See you later, bro. Take care. Bye.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Hoppe Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
Pussy nigga, you got to fix it, girl. Ain't no fuck nigga, you got to fix it, girl. Ain't no pussy nigga, you got to fix it, girl. All I want is my bread, you can keep it. Do that now. Pussy nigga, you got to fix it, girl. Ain't no fuck nigga, you got to fix it, girl. Ain't no pussy nigga, you got to fix it, girl. All I want is my bread, you can keep it. Do that now.
Me and you ain't got to talk about nothing. Fuck nigga, you owe me some. Hell no, I ain't gon' leave it like that. Pussy nigga, I want all mine back. Fuck nigga, I fronted your sandpipe. 3 G's is all you brought back. Now tell me what the fuck I'ma do with that. I don't wear them, so I don't cuts. Like, why you hide behind tent? You can't relax. 3 G's, I could've wetted my shit with that. You ain't hiding from me, I know where you at. You ain't Coco, cause your pockets fat. I ain't looking for you, nigga, I'm getting packed. But when I see it, that's where it's can fix that.
Pussy nigga, you got to fix it, girl. Ain't no fuck nigga, you got to fix it, girl. Ain't no pussy nigga, you got to fix it, girl. All I want is my bread, you can keep it. Do it now. Pussy nigga, you got to fix it, girl. Ain't no fuck nigga, you got to fix it, girl. Ain't no pussy nigga, you got to fix it, girl. All I want is my bread, you can keep it. Pussy nigga, I done told you. Get out my face before I fold you. I took no pack, you been jack bitches over, ain't nobody dying. Till you gon' get your 9 and a whole bunch of your kinfolk marching in the line. Ain't no, you fucked up, try and shout out, bitch. Now your diamonds on my wrist and your dog on my bitch, shit. Fuck me, you got to fix it, girl. Ain't no, pussy nigga, you got to fix it, girl. Ain't no, fuck nigga, you got to fix it, girl. All I want is my bread, you can keep it. Do it now. Pussy nigga, you got to fix it, girl. Ain't no, fuck nigga, you got to fix it, girl. Nah, ain't no, pussy nigga, you got to fix it, girl. All I want is my bread, you can keep it. Red line, nigga. Stop driving the bird and answering the phone. Tired of hearing your old girl saying you ain't home. My bread is my bread, don't believe it long. Cause when them crackers come, nigga, I'm on my own. I don't know if I should burn you or leave you alone. You just like a hoe impressed by chrome. Girl, I'm fucking your best, you done changed your tone. I'm minus 3,300, you minus a home. You a true fuck, niggas already been shown. Come through on my cheese, player, you wrong. Look at your homeboy, tell him to read the phone. You gotta fix it, and nigga, you on your own. Pussy nigga, you got to fix it, girl. Pussy nigga, you got to fix it, girl. Pussy nigga, you got to fix it, girl.
Sure.
I want is my bread, you can keep it, though.
Yeah.
Pussy nigga, you got to fix it, girl.
Sure.
Fuck nigga, you got to fix it, girl.
Yeah.
Pussy nigga, you got to fix it, girl. I want is my bread, you can keep it, though.
Live with Rudy Rock. Fix it, cuz. 2003 in Fort Myers. I wasn't there, but it sounds like a blast. I am.
Stop playing. You know what I'm talking about? Stop playing. Big gate. Damn.
I was a little half awake when I first began this show, but that woke me up to the fullest.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Oh, yeah. This following segment has been brought to you by the best Delta 8 CBD honey around, DZBZ Honey at dzbzhoney.com. When you go there, You can get honey in the form of a lollipop. Lick the lollipop, the wrapper. You can also get it in a honey stick or a jar of honey. However the hell you want to get high. Go to dzbzhoney.com and sign up today.
And now, something completely different.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
Welcome back to Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Back to the show that is your daily dopamine hit. That being Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Hey, this is Roxanne Wilder, and you are listening to Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Let's get some pump-up vibes on this Monday morning. Even though you're not listening on the Monday morning because this is a podcast.
Radio, let's go. Money vibes always in the show. Hoppe Hour, wake the crowd. Mic's on fire, volume real loud. Ryan bringing heat like a summer sun. Morning show podcast, time for fun.
All right.
Turn it up, this Hoppe Hour. Ryan got that podcast power. Syndicated, we go global.
Please follow me on TikTok at Ryan Hoppe Radio.
Syndicated, dream for coast to coast. Ryan Hoppe, host with the most. Podcast radio, hit that string. Whoa! Hoppe Hot Topic!
I love this headline. Brianna chicken fry just can't keep that annoying mouth shut. She's got sociopathic eyes. You know when a girl's really hot, but that personality is so awful that it's like a girl's like an A. Like Brianna chicken fry is like an A. She's hot, but her personality, it's like having an A in a math class and then getting an F on a test, and it brings you down to like a B minus, C plus. That's the legacy of Brianna chicken fry, talking about your ex Zach Bryan for attention, and she's going to clarify it for us.
I took the high road. What I did was set a scene, paint.
You didn't take the high road. You went on every podcast and talked about your ex because you're a bitter loser.
I took the high road. What I did was set a scene, paint a picture. And if you can't see that very clear picture, I don't have time to hold your hand and walk you to Lens Crafters.
Her attitude, I could see why Zach Bryan dumped you. So a lot of times, whenever a hot girl gets dumped, and the relationship always seems so perfect on social media, everyone's like, why'd you do that? The girl seems amazing. You didn't have to live with her and deal with that. Blah, 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 blah.
I took the high road.
No, you didn't. He took the high road.
I did was set a scene, paint.
You're realizing that you're making women look bad and you're freaking out.
Paint a picture. And if you can't see that very clear picture, I don't have time to hold your hand and walk you to Lens Crafters.
It's just such a dumb line. Like, were you fed that line?
Brianna LaPaglia is setting the record straight days after appearing on the BFF's podcast, where she opened up about facing, quote, narcissistic emotional abuse.
So she goes on the podcast with Dave Portnoy, and when women go on podcasts to talk about their exes, they don't realize that they're being exploited. You didn't look good, Brianna. You're going to look back on that. I bet you're already looking back on it and you're going, I probably shouldn't have done that. But you're doubling down on it because you're a spicy woman.
During her year-long relationship with ex Zach Bryan, the Barstool Sports host, also known as Brianna Chicken Fry, is now clarifying her previous comments in a TikTok posted November 9th.
She looks raggedy. Like, I'm not saying she's not pretty, but oh my goodness. You know, like, you could tell the pure beauty of a woman when they're not wearing makeup. She ain't one of them.
Hey guys, I didn't know if I wanted to wait for the podcast for this, but I just have a couple.
I just need attention. Because I'm an attention-seeking sociopath.
Well, very clear points that I want to make, and I'm gonna do that now. So please bear with me.
Yeah, we'll try.
So one, I see a lot of people being like, "Well, Dave definitely just gave her $10 million to do a tell-all, so she took money anyway." Dave didn't give me any money. Two,
Dave's pretty cheap.
You think that was a tell-all?
Oh God, if you're gonna do a tell-all, you are just a dirty rotten.
took the high road. What I did was set a scene.
You didn't need to set a scene. It's none of our business. Oh my goodness. If she has kids in the future, which hopefully she doesn't, but if she has kids, she's going to have a lot of explaining to do.
To picture. And if you can't see that very clear picture, I don't have time to hold your hand and walk you to LensCraft.
We heard that same line. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I don't care how pretty she is. There's someone that wanted to get rid of her. How does that feel, Brianna, that on the outside looking in, you're the catch and you got dumped? Sociopath.
Okay? Sorry. I am losing money right now. I am paying for storage. I am paying for movers. I am paying for flights back and forth to New York to go try.
Oh, cry me a river.
And find an apartment. That's besides the point.
No, but it is the point. You said it. If it was besides the point, you wouldn't say it. Like, I think you're attractive, but you're a vapid person. But that's besides the point.
Brianna then goes on to explain the reason she appeared on the podcast was to, quote, warn young girls about...
Oh, stop it. Oh, you're the martyr. Brianna Chicken Fry is the martyr of the Gen Z generation because she had a bad breakup because she didn't see it coming because women hate when they're dumped first.
Dangerous situations.
I was sitting there trying to warn young girls to stay away from men, from older men.
Oh, so this is a men thing, but if a man does this, can you imagine if a man goes, stay away from cloud-chasing women, he'd be deemed sexist. You, Brianna Chicken Fry, are sexist against men. Because you're not good at picking them, so you're never the problem. You're never able to look yourself in the mirror and go, hey, maybe I'm doing something wrong. Maybe I'm doing something that needs to be fixed. No, it's everybody else's fault. And you're going to wonder why you're 35 years old, and every guy who's 35 in 10 years will be dating people that will be 25, and you'll be like, why am I alone? Because I spill all the beans on social media. That is a warning, guys. You got to listen to me. I am the authority on breakups and heterosexual relationships. That is the point of Hoppe Hour, to spread the awareness to young men. If a girl goes through relationship after relationship and all she does is trash her ex, obviously everybody trashes their ex. When you go through a breakup, you go through a bitter phase. But I wish my ex is nothing but the best. But I'm saying, if a girl has the same thing with each ex, oh, the relationship ends without sex, the relationship ends with this or that, you're not going to be any different. And I'm sure Zach Bryan heard Brianna Chicken Fry talk about different things, and he's thinking, that's not going to be me. You know what ends up happening? It's not going to not be you. It ends up being you, if that makes sense. And also, I would love to know Brianna's relationship with her father.
Because this happens, and this is the point of it all for me, right here. Back to the message I was trying to say when I was warning young girls, yeah, okay, men are still gonna do this, okay?
What about women? Women aren't innocent.
So stay away from them. Let's protect ourselves.
The reason you can't get a good man is because you can't keep your mouth shut.
After the podcast, do you know the hundreds of thousands, the millions of views, the likes that I...
Oh, wow, congrats, you got likes. You're still going to die alone?
I am seeing of people saying this is a universal experience for women.
Oh, my God. This is the whole new thing that Gen Z is doing. When we go through a bad breakup, I'm not saying Zach Bryan was good to her. I'm not. But he just wasn't just a dick to her. You did something to instigate him being a dick to you. Yeah, the bigger man wouldn't be a dick to you, but you weren't innocent. You weren't just laying there watching 90 Day Fiancé on the couch, and he's just like, you suck. You probably did something. You probably instigated it. That's your sociopathicness in you, or your borderline personality disorder, or your narcissism, one of those. You can't see what you do to others, so you want to be this martyr for women. When you make women look bad.
Everyone is relating to this right now.
Oh, really? That's the narcissism. Everybody's going, hey. Everybody's going to the top of the mountain, literally and figuratively, and going, hey, I was going to date a guy, but because of Brianna Chicken Fry, that martyr, she's really saving the day.
That's why I didn't take the money. It shouldn't be.
The 25-year-old then addresses the notion that, quote, she should have known from Zach's song lyrics.
And everyone being like, wow.
Oh, but what if Taylor writes song lyrics, then she's being a feminist, but when men write it, they're bad. That's the problem with what's going on with breakups, is women think they have all the power. You know what, guys? I know getting laid and having a girl by your side is great, but you know what is always loyal to you? A bottle of lube, your right or your left hand if you're weird, and Pornhub. You don't have to deal with this BS.
Quote, she should have known from Zach's song lyrics.
And everyone being like, well, she should have known. He tells you right in his lyrics. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
What? You're sorry for talking? You got an annoying voice.
Where's the lyric about abusing women? I didn't catch that one. And
she just seems like a humorless person. And I bet being around Dave Portnoy doesn't help.
And well, this just shows he's a little messed up like all of us. I'm sorry. What?
Oh, God. Gentlemen out there, don't date her. She's probably not even good in bed.
And in case you missed Brianna's original comments on the podcast,
No, we don't need to give it the time of day. Blah, blah, blah. It's never my fault. Daddy, please love me. I know you didn't, but Daddy, please love me. Because now I'm blaming other men for my breakups when it's really my fault because I'm a sociopath.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
Hoppe Hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Hoppe Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
Just tip my mic. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. World's ending. This following segment has been brought to you by the best MMA trainer in all of the Bay Area. Do you notice this trend that I only surround myself with the best around? No one's going to keep me now. Amir Academy of Martial Arts at amiracademy.com. 2700 22nd Street North, and that's in St. Petersburg. Women's self-defense classes, kids classes, MMA classes, whatever the hell you need. Go to Amir Academy, and he will hook you up. I'm not just saying this. He truly is one of the best guys in all of the Bay Area.
People with autism are often treated like they are different. Believe me, we are. Hi, this is Henry Oakes, but my buddies may have known me as Hammer and Hank. I was labeled as slow when I started school. Come to find out at the age of 12, the doctors decided I was autistic. Now at the age of 48, I have completed an associate degree in radio broadcasting and worked in the San Francisco Bay Area as an on-air personality. So yes, I am different. People with autism have no needs, no different than you. Laugh, love, and learn to gain education and join the workforce. I did it, and so can anyone else with autism. So when you meet someone with autism, don't feel sorry for them. Work with them.
Now, something completely different.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
Welcome back to Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
If you're thinking it, we're saying it. Welcome back to Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Hey, this is Rick Rumble from Rumble in the Morning on FM 99 in Norfolk, Virginia. And you are listening to Hoppe Hour with my buddy Ryan Hoppe.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Ryan's tall like the sky. 6'9" he's fly.
Oh, thank you.
From Chicago to the Bay. In St. Pete he'll stay.
That's where I live.
Talk of love and fame.
Yeah. A little loud.
Dating life's his game.
Oh, sure.
News on stars he spills.
Yeah, bitch.
With laughter fills. Hoppe Hour, all you need.
What's going on?
Rich and Ely, take a
Yeah, chicken fry. You bitch.
groove. Hoppe Hour makes you move.
What's going on?
A cat by the side.
Meow.
In Florida they reside.
Speaking of my cat, what does she think of Brianna chicken fry? Shut up. Oh, really? Yeah. I don't think she likes Brianna chicken fry. I don't think anybody does. Not even Brianna chicken fry.
Whoa! Happy Hot Topic!
So it is, I believe it was week 10 of the NFL. We still got Monday Night Football. The most average season ever. At least it's not the NBA where half the league's out in injuries. Most shows that break down the X's and O's. I just break down the X's and the hose. I'm kidding. I'm talking about a hose, like a water hose, not about promiscuous women.
I don't want to get into any more trouble with Kai.
Jason Kelce reacts to wife Kylie Kelce's recent comments about their sex life.
Yeah. Kylie Kelce seems like a humorless person who probably is like, oh my God, I'm so tired. I don't want to have sex. And you got a former football player. Men need sex all the time, but especially when you're a football player. And this is what is so dangerous about relationships. This is what's frightening about relationships. Is in the prime of it, especially before kids are born, and I can't relate to having kids, so I can't express what happens to a sex life. But I've seen you have to put it on a schedule, which just takes the sexiness out of it. And you know, they got busy schedules and blah, blah, blah. And it's got to be hard that Jason doesn't want to be like his brother, who's a known cheater. But it's like, oh my God, I got to get my rocks off.
As fans will recall, Jason and his brother Travis Kelce responded to a New Heights podcast listener who asked for advice on how to overcome a sex dry spell he and his wife were going through.
It wasn't even about Kylie. He wasn't like, she ain't playing out. And she took such offense to it on TikTok. It's like, you're a brat.
And the bros shared their thoughts, including Jason's unexpected suggestion.
Wear some really skin-tight pants.
Hell yeah.
Show off them thighs and
show
glutes.
it off. Sometimes they just want to see the goods. And
Hell yeah.
I don't know what you're working with. If you have a big rear end, just put some tight pants on and just start doing work. Where
you know what I think happened?
It's nice up in the air and she has to look at it.
I think he's talking about what he did to get laid with Kylie, and she was like, how did I fall for those tricks?
You got a nice bulge. Maybe you've been blessed with that. Show off what she finds attractive in you. For me, I've learned that you try and set it up. This is
where he called out what he did to get into her pants at all times.
Know you're in the mood early. Start setting that thing up early, because women, they're weird. They don't just always want to have sex. They don't just always want that. Just like men like to be sought after, women like to be sought after. And if your woman thinks that, you just want sex now, and
I hate how they had to beep out the word sex in the captions. We've become such wusses in this world.
That's all you want. Sometimes it's hard to get in the mood.
Jason's wife Kylie later weighed in on his advice on social media and suggested she may take a time out when it comes to getting
that's such a smart idea. They'll be divorced in 2 years.
Busy.
If I had to guess based on my husband's dumbass response.
What's he supposed to say? I'm going to go 3 weeks without sex. You're a dumbass for making a bigger deal out of it because you're such a...
This question. I would say that he's probably going to experience a spell of his wife.
And you know what's going to happen? He's going to be at a Monday Night Football after party, and a cheerleader's going to want to bang him, and you'll be laying at home watching TV, and he'll be doing that.
Saying that she's not interested.
Oh, you should just divorce him then. Because if you don't have sex with your husband or your significant other that you live with, then you're just roommates. Mm-hmm.
Now, Jason and Trav are fielding another question from a listener who wants advice on how to handle the fact that he and his significant other root for rival teams.
I kind of like that. I always enjoy ribbing my buddies and friends.
That's the best. That's the best part of being fans. You get to own your
If you
have
a healthy fandom, you enjoy the back and forth with the rivals, right?
Yeah.
Talking trash.
Unless it's an Eagles fan, then they're insufferable.
The different bets.
What are some fun bets? Who's got to take out the trash? Who's got to do the dishes? Who's got to change the diapers?
Putting chores on the line is always a good one.
Always. Wearing the other person's, team into work or something, make you feel real stupid out in public.
Public humiliation is always a good thing to put on the line.
It doesn't sound good.
But then Jason crosses that not safe for work line again, and Travis tries to reel him in.
Travis is like, you want your dry spell to be 10 years?
You could definitely go with, throw a little bit of that, like, hey.
Chill out.
You see Travis. What I love, I think Travis forgets that they're on video, and he has these little motions with his face. Like, shut up, Jason.
Losers got to do a favor.
Hell yeah, I'm down with that.
Not again.
Kylie took to Twitter announcing that I'm already in a dry spell right now, so I don't want to get into any more trouble with Kai. So.
Who does she think she is? Acted like she's so irreplaceable. You're average. All right. And then there's this in the NFL. The rigged NFL. I'm really beginning to believe that the NFL, the National Football League, the No Fun League, wants the Chiefs to go undefeated this year. And they're not even that good, and they're 10-0. That's the dangerous part. I would not be surprised if they're the first undefeated team to win a Super Bowl since the Miami Dolphins in the 70s. Mm-hmm. Let's hear the media kiss their ass.
We're going to shift gears now to the NFL. The Lions won a thriller overnight, and the Chiefs remain undefeated after yet another dramatic last-second play. Newly engaged, Will Reeve. We'll get to that in a bit.
Oh, cool, bro. You got engaged. You'll be divorced in 3 years after a dry spell with Kylie Kelsey after she breaks up. Whatever.
We got
to stay focused on the job for now. All right, good morning. We got some football to talk here because football is a game of inches. The Lions needed every inch and every second of the game to beat the Texans last night. The Chiefs keep finding ways to win.
If this was the Kelsey Brother podcast, Jason would have been like, yeah, you need every inch.
That and more in a wild NFL weekend.
This morning, the Kansas City Chiefs are 9 and oh my goodness.
Oh, it's 9-0.
Eking out a win over the Denver Broncos in dramatic fashion. Denver on the verge of handing Kansas City their first loss of the year with a game-winning field goal.
35-yard field goal.
I love Kevin Harlan's announcing.
But then blocked by Kansas City.
Oh, was it ever? Is that what Kevin Harlan sounds like during sex?
Patrick Mahomes and the rest of the team storming the field as the Chiefs remain the only undefeated team in the NFL. Cheered on by Taylor Swift.
Riveting!
Travis Kelce scoring his 76th career touchdown.
For the touchdown! There it is!
Podcast for the touchdown!
He's now tied for the most in franchise history. Meanwhile, the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And wide receiver Ricky Pearsall scoring his first career touchdown.
Touchdowns!
After being shot.
The rookie finding the end zone 10 weeks after being shot in the chest in a botched robbery attempt. And in the late game, the Houston Texans' John Mechie, who missed his entire rookie season in 2022 after a leukemia diagnosis.
That hits my heart big time. I lost my uncle and my dad to that. I know on this show I talk a lot of smack, but I'm being genuine there.
Making his first career touchdown catch.
To the end zone! Held on! Touchdown! Mechie!
The Texans leading most of the game, but the Lions roaring back in the fourth.
I like that. Get it, roar, Lions. Get what they did there.
Tying it up in the closing minutes.
Ties it at 23!
Setting
Mike Tirico being a deviant sexually in the early 90s is an unspoken thing. Google it.
Up a game-winning 52-yard walk-off field goal from 25-year-old kicker Jake Bates, who just snuck it in.
For 52 for the win!
If this was the Kelsey Brothers podcast, they'd be like, I just snuck it in last night.
It is just good!
I put him a little too close to the post for comfort, but luckily they went in.
All right. Sounds like a field goal kicker. 856-49 Hoppe. And then there is this.
Lawyers for Sean Diddy Combs now making another request for him to be released from jail. Attorneys
This isn't going to work. I'm waiting for the judge that's like, whatever, let him out.
for the hip-hop mogul proposed a stricter set of conditions this time, including around-the-clock security monitoring and very little contact with basically anyone else but his lawyers. The request for a $50 million bond amount remains the same. Combs was arrested back in September after being indicted on federal sex trafficking charges. He has pleaded not guilty.
Yeah. Let's hear from Al Roker to say hi to us.
Hey, thanks for watching.
You're
Don't miss
welcome.
the Today Show every weekday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific on our streaming channel today.
We'll be sure to miss it. And then there's this.
The urgent investigation spanning more than a dozen states after racist text messages were sent to unsuspecting residents just a day after the election. ABC's Ike Ajachi is here now with the latest. Ike, good morning. This was really stunning to a lot of people.
It really was, Janae. Good morning. Federal law enforcement officers say they have an idea about where the text may have originated. Exactly who sent them, well, that remains a mystery. This morning, federal investigators are saying some of those vile and racist spam messages found on the phones of black and brown
It's about picking cotton at the nearest plantation. My God.
people across the country just one day after the results of the election can be traced back to a VPN in Poland and may contain malware.
We want to make sure that we stop it as soon as possible, and we're going to continue to investigate it to see if we can identify the perpetrator.
Hopefully you can. The problem is it's overseas.
Messages sent anonymously were reported in at least 20 states, children and adults from New York to California. In each text, the senders even have the right names, telling people they've been selected to pick cotton at the nearest plantation, to be ready at a certain time, and be prepared to be searched upon arrival.
I received this text message about 2 hours ago.
And I felt my heart drop down into my stomach, and I was afraid.
35-year-old mom of two, Corinne Freeman, runs a nonprofit in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and says she felt she was being targeted.
Knowing that someone took
Of course you were.
the time to put my phone number in something to send this type of message is just like, whoa. And that in your dreams is literally the fight of my ancestors saying, you wish. It is not a joke. It is not funny. It is.
No one ever said it was funny.
It is a remnant
Besides racist people.
of some form of anti-blackness.
Investigators say the messages appear to be sent through the messaging service TextNow, the company calling the incident a widespread coordinated attack. Now, the company TextNow says it's disabled the anonymous accounts linked to the messages. Attorneys general across the country are condemning these racist messages. The NAACP warning racist groups across the country now feel emboldened to spread hate and stoke the fear of flames, or the flames of fear that many are feeling after Tuesday's election results. Gio.
All right, Ike, let's hope they get to the bottom of that. Thank you.
All right. Hopefully they get to the bottom of it. Then there's this going on locally in Tampa Bay.
Multiple people are facing charges tonight after a crackdown on street racing last night in Hillsborough.
I hate street racers. It's a bunch of rich kids that think they're cool with their daddy's money using the car.
County, the Florida Highway Patrol and Tampa Police targeted 3 different areas for street takeovers. Law enforcement found large groups of people at each scene and prevented street racing from even starting at some of those stops, while some other drivers led law enforcement on short chases.
There was a car that crashed. Can you imagine having to call your father? Dad?
The operation ended with 4 drivers arrested on felony charges.
That's not good to wake up the next morning and be like, because I wanted to look cool on Instagram, I have a felony charge.
6 passengers charged with street racing and takeover, 4 vehicles impounded, and 2 guns recovered.
Let's go 110 miles per hour and have a gun in our car. That's going to end well. That's just the decision making you want to make.
Taylor Swift and Zoe Kravitz have a long catch-up in the city. On November 8th, the mega pop star is seen arriving for dinner with her close friend Zoe Kravitz.
She's giving her breakup advice. Trust me, it's never your fault. It's always the man's fault.
And comedian Gerard Carmichael at a New York City restaurant.
He's not funny.
In the meatpacking district. And
yeah, he likes the meatpacking district.
Reportedly stay for almost 8 hours. For the evening, Taylor steps out in a colorful striped dress with hues of blue, yellow, and red, paired with burgundy velvet heels. Meanwhile, Zoe, who recently called off her engagement from Channing Tatum, keeps it simple in an oversized black coat, covering a champagne-colored dress with lace detailing. She accessorizes the look with a red handbag and kitten heels. And Gerard is seen following Tay out of the restaurant, sporting an all-gray suit with a striped shirt underneath and maroon penny loafer.
Oh, wow, he dressed up nicely to go on a girls' night out. Speaking of someone that I am so attracted to.
Former Masked Singer panelist Nicole Scherzinger.
No, she's former Pussycat Doll. Who cares about the Masked Singer? Pussycat Dolls ran the mid-2000s.
Former Masked Singer.
This must be like a 24-year-old reporter.
Former Masked Singer panelist Nicole Scherzinger breaks her silence on her controversial Instagram comment.
What'd she do?
The 46-year-old speaks out after...
She's 46? Oh my God, she looks good.
...receiving backlash online for a comment she left on a recent post by Russell Brand. Seemingly celebrating Donald Trump's win in the 2024 U.S. presidential election.
Oh, Russell Brand, you used to be funny, but that's when you were on drugs and being a creep to women. And now that you want to hide that past, you're like, look at me, I'm a MAGA guy. I'm a Republican that believes in God. I'm a grifter.
The English media personality shared this pic showing him holding up a red hat that read, "Make Jesus First Again." The cap was reminiscent of the one worn by some of Trump's supporters reading, "Make America Great Again."
some, by all the supporters.
In a since-deleted comment, Nicole replied to Russell's post saying, "Where do I get this hat?"
Oh, so no. Somebody you like has different political opinions? Oh, no. We're a bunch of babies.
Leading some online to speculate she was a supporter of the president-elect. But Nicole wants to set the record straight, and she posts a lengthy message to her Instagram story.
Oh, she got all the liberals calling her.
Stories November 8th.
She's never going on Jimmy Kimmel again.
The Pussycat Dolls alum says, "I deeply apologize for the hurt caused by my recent engagement with some social media posts. When I commented on these posts, I made the mistake of not realizing that they could be easily interpreted as being politically related, and I apologize to anyone who understandably reached that conclusion." Nicole adds, "Many presumptions are being drawn, which do not reflect who I am, what I stand for, or who I voted for."
Who cares? The liberals are absolutely, positively losing their mind. Mm-hmm. Getting text messages. Can you sign this bill to help put Trump in prison? Can you sign this bill? Can you help make sure that there's a stimulus check for boomers? Can you make sure that there's a love letter written to Kamala? Shut up, you lost. Never seen a bigger group of losers than the Democratic Party. Maybe since Brianna chicken fry.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Hoppe Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
Jump if you want to. We can have
Oh, yeah. That was Powerhouse featuring Lil Jon. Alrighty. We have been so worked up today. And by we, I mean me. We're going to put on some ayahuasca music and trip out while I do my live read.
70
downloads. 70 downloads. 70 downloads. 70 downloads.
Hoppe Hour will be right back.
This following segment has been brought to you by the best barber in all of the Bay Area. Rich Keeley Master Barbershop at richkbarber.com. 4545 West Kennedy Boulevard. And that is in Tampa. When you go to richkbarber.com and you sign up for an appointment, he will hook you up with a great deal. I've been seeing him for a half a decade. He is my longest relationship ever, and I absolutely, positively adore Rich. I want to put on some of this meditation music that I found 11 years ago. This is also being brought to you by Fortify.com. Brought to you by Dr. Michael Lane of the nationally syndicated Ask the Doctor radio show. He's got these nutrition products. At Fortify.com. Fortifeye.com. He's got this pre and post workout. Makes you feel alive. At checkout, after going to Fortify.com, use keyword Ryan20. This is also being brought to you by WestChasePrinting.com, the best printing company in all of the Bay Area. Here's the deal. Posters, business cards, yard signs, whatever the hell you need printed up, go to WestChasePrinting.com and they'll hook you up on the invoice when you name drop me. But you gotta name drop me. This is also being brought to you by counselingoncall.net. If your mental health is just absolutely awful, hey, Brianna chicken fry, I think you could use it. Counselingoncall.net. Tell them I sent you. Here's the best part of the meditation. It's almost a beat drop. We ascend into heaven that doesn't exist.
Welcome back to Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
No need to watch the clock. Hoppe Hour's here to make the traffic jam worth it.
Hey, it's MJ from the MJ Morning Show on Q105, 104.7 FM Tampa Bay, and you're listening to the Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Hoppe in the morning. Tune in and you'll see Ryan Hoppe's got the magic. It's live on your frequency. Hoppe Hour with Ryan. Start your day with a cheer. Turn that dial to Hoppe. We'll make your morning clear. Join us for the laughter, music and good vibes. Ryan's got the answers to brighten up your ride. Hoppe Hour with Ryan. Start your day with a cheer. Turn that dial to Hoppe. We'll make your morning clear. News and jokes together. Make your mornings bright. Live with Ryan Hoppe. We're setting things just right. Hoppe Hour with Ryan. Start your day with a cheer.
Oh, yeah.
Turn that dial to Hoppe.
856-49-HOPPY. It's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio. You can always email me, RyanHoppeRadio@gmail.com. And add me on my new TikTok, Ryan Hoppe Radio. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're going to go through some headlines real quick. James Vanderbeek got a vasectomy pre-cancer diagnosis. Only way to stop me from having more kids. Homie didn't like to pull out. Also here, Sam Asghari, Britney Spears' ex, hanging out with Blonde Pale. So he's got himself a new girlfriend. I bet he's thinking, oh, you're seeing me out and about with this new girl. It's going to make Britney Spears so, jealous. And Britney's like, I want to dance with swords again. This is sad. Air Bud creator Kevin DiCiccio, DiCiccio, DiCiccio is homeless. He is the creator of the Air Bud series. Major health issues, about to be evicted from shelter. Kevin DiCiccio, the man who owned Buddy, star of the popular Air Bud movies, and helped create the film, is in dire straits. He's homeless, about to be kicked out of a shelter he's staying in. That's got to be sad, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that he went bankrupt and spiraled into a depression. So you literally are the creator of one of the most iconic things in the 90s. I don't even know if I saw all of Air Bud. Everybody had that VHS, though. Also here, Nick Bosa fined $11,000 for wearing MAGA hat after the game. Oh no. I often wonder when these players get signed, or when they get fined, rather. I just began the word with the wrong letter. I wonder when they get fined, if they ever regret it later on when they're looking at how much money they lost. Like these players that get fined all the time, it's like, that's $10,000 right there. I don't know. Elon Musk tweets out, SNL is mad that Donald Trump won because I guess they did an impersonation of him. Let's hear how funny. Oops, I forgot to turn on the music. Let's hear how funny SNL is. Oh, they made fun of liberals.
And worst case scenario, meaning scenario, if our planet falls apart, we can all go to Mars with the other man that we love and trust, Elon Musk. All right.
It's Dana Carvey jumping up and down. Bunch of liberal dorks, and this is coming from an Elon hater. Oh, Dana Carvey. He's so, just hateable and not funny. Donald Trump Jr., Joke's dad, arrested for beating 2 women. So he posted a picture of his dad's mugshot, and he says, Trump arrested for beating 2 women, and it shows Hillary Clinton and Kamala Harris. Oh, he's keeping it classy. Oh, wait, you're the son of a scumbag known as Donald Trump. I wouldn't expect anything else. And then we hear Farrah Abrams talking about how liberal women are wanting to have less sex.
So sex strike, ladies, if you're using abstinence as a punishment, it's not, right? That's
It's just going to lead to cheating.
why OnlyFans blows up. Men can go get it elsewhere. They're abstinent too. But I want to say most men are probably going to choose a Republican woman to have kids with. It's totally fine. It is what it is. We have victors, not victims, as kids. We're going strong. So yeah, joyfully, men are probably like, hey, liberals, yeah, go sex abstinence. That's
Yeah, having sex with liberal women's boring anyway. They're almost conservative in a weird way.
totally fine. Let's be honest. Let's be real. But let's get these bipartisan acts and laws, inclusion and equality for sexes, my life, my right, my body. OBGYNs have not given me tying my tubes. Like, where's a AAA shot, non-surgical, non-hormonal for women to have their tubes just filled with gel, like the non-surgical.
Yeah, it is weird how at age 28, I just walked in and got a vasectomy, but women can't.
plan a shot for men for vasectomies. Like, let's get equality. Let's focus. Let's do these bipartisan laws. Let's bring this together. It doesn't matter if you're liberal, conservative, any color, what you choose. I want you all to have amazing sex lives. You deserve it.
Remember like 10 years ago when she had that sex tape and she was trying to say it was leaked, but it was like professionally filmed? And for my older listeners, she was on the show Teen Mom. So she knows a lot about sex.
Lots of love, wishing you health, wellness, and non-crisis in your sex life.
Whatever. So Michael Strahan on the NFL pregame show did not put his hand over his heart during the national anthem. And then he made a whole post about how his dad was a veteran and blah, 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 blah. Mm-hmm.
Well, are you satisfied? Just don't let me catch you with an animal in here, that's all. All right. Take care now. Bye-bye then. Loser.
Michael Strahan.
Loser! You're a loser! Are you feeling sorry for yourself? Well, you should be, because you are dirt! You make me sick, you big baby!
Yeah. Dak Prescott also to have season-ending surgery. Oh, boy. You know what? What are you going to do? I'm glad I'm not a Cowboys fan.
Coming out of the election, one of the high-profile measures here at home was the proposal to legalize recreational marijuana. Now, it failed to reach the 60% threshold, but a majority of voters, 56%, voted in favor of it. 10 Tampa Bay's Aaron Parsegian spoke to advocates who say,
yeah, they were just trying to make it really hard to pass because DeSantis was like, I don't want Florida to smell like weed, even though I probably smell like B.O. Can't stand DeSantis.
The results show there's still an appetite for change.
The fight's never over.
Carlos Ermita is the owner of Chillum Hemp Dispensary in St. Pete and Ybor City.
Oh, I love that place.
And the deputy director of Suncoast NORML, an organization fighting to decriminalize and legalize marijuana in Florida.
Marijuana is a pretty popular thing in the state. It's more popular than most politicians that get voted in. And I think we see a future for legalization soon here in Florida.
You know what? I wasn't even that mad that it didn't pass because I can still go to some places and get my Delta 8, and I'll be renewing my medical card for Christmas. I haven't had my medical card in a year because it's like $150 every 6 months for a refill, and it's like $99 for registration. So right now I have my medical card, but it's expired. But I do have this Delta 8 pen. It's a fucking scumbag known as Ron DeSantis that made everybody think that all Florida's going to smell like weed, even though you can just make laws about not smoking it in public, like a public intox. I'm going to take a hit of this Delta pen to tell Ron DeSantis to go fuck himself. This next hit's going to be really loud. Feels better.
He's staying optimistic despite the recent failing of Amendment 3, a ballot measure that he and many other advocates say was not perfect from the start.
I think there was a lot of improvements that could have been made, and I hope the campaign was paying attention and listened to those things.
I didn't like how it was so connected that like True Leaf and Sortera and Curaleaf and all these dispensaries would be making all the money. And then it was really sketchy how Boomer John Morgan was like, I'm so pro-weed. It's like, yeah, because you got acres making weed.
Like adding provisions for home grow and more opportunity for small businesses.
This is one of the most egregious things I've ever seen.
Oh, really? I'm Ron DeSantis. I'm the worst governor ever. But all my simp fans fall for my Donald Trump impersonation. That sucks.
Tempted.
Points Governor Ron DeSantis honed in on while campaigning against Amendment 3 and Trulieve, the medical marijuana company who spent more than $140 million in trying to push it forward.
I think if DeSantis got high, he would be really embarrassed of how much of a beta male bitch he is.
Folks care about this issue. Millions of Floridians signed the petition.
Another, almost 6 million Floridians showed up at the polls.
TrueLeaf CEO Kim Rivers says their goal was always to increase access and decriminalize marijuana. Well, it's unclear if they'll push another ballot initiative in the...
No, it was more you wanted to make money because you were one of the main proponents.
future. They say the work will continue.
Oh, we care about other people. No, you care about money, 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 money.
There's an opportunity for us to work together.
And your place is very pricey, pricey, pricey.
With the legislature. And I think one of the conversations...
Going to TrueLeaf is like going to Best Buy to buy a PS5. Like, there's no deals.
Points was, hey, this shouldn't be in the Constitution. This should just be done legislatively. And
the fact that we're talking this in-depthly about getting high makes me really sad. DeSantis, you would be so much better off if you got high, along with all you conservatives that are so uptight. Oh, we're acting like it's 1985 with Nancy Reagan. Screw off.
Dua Lipa cancels concert due to safety concerns. The singer is scheduled to perform in Jakarta, Indonesia on November 9th as part of the Asian leg of her Radical Optimism tour. It has to cancel due to a safety concern with the staging. She takes to Instagram November 8th to explain, I am heartbroken to share that I won't be able to perform in Jakarta this Saturday, November 9th. I am here in your amazing country and ready to perform, but I am gutted to share that it has been determined that it is not safe for the performance to carry on due to safety issues with the staging. Before continuing, I was so looking forward to this night, and it truly pains me that we cannot perform for you all, especially after such a long time since my last performance in Jakarta.
Oh, that sucks. You know what you can do? Is go on Spotify and listen to her music, and frankly, it'll probably sound better there.
Tick-tock, clock's a joke, we're playing cruel pranks. Hoppe's hour almost done, feels like robbery in banks. Ryan Hoppe on the mic, dropping wisdom in streams. Syndicated sorrow, now it's time to shatter dreams. Oh, the Hoppe hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilting rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair. But the laughter's growing dim. Eardrums mixing Hoppe like fingers without rings. DHX to FM, shoutouts hit the street, but soon the sound will vanish like shadows in the heat. Oh, the Hoppe hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilting rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair. Phone lines buzzing, but the laughter's growing dim. Eardrums missing Hoppe like fingers without rings. DHX to FM, shoutouts hit the street, but soon the sound will vanish like shadows in the heat. Oh, the Hoppe hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilting rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair. Oh, life's just so unfair. Like clockwork to a show, and now it's time to face the silence like a TV on snow. Ryan Hoppe held the mic with humor so divine, the void left in our hearts wider than a canyon line. Empty speaker silent vibe coming to an end, like a roller coaster stopping round the river's bend. Hoppe's jokes and jabs, these our daily grind. Now silence louder than the thoughts we can't rewind. Oh, the Hoppe hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilting rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair. The Hoppe hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilting rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
And like that, he's gone.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
I'll kick you in the nuts and we'll call it a day.
Hoppe Hour is now over. Hoppe Hour is now over. Game over.
That was my longest ever. Oh, by the way, go on TikTok and follow @Ryan Hoppe Radio. See you next time.